Hello, guys. Hello, hello. We're here. We're here. I had to get some wake up juice. All right, so let's get situated, guys. We're this vile, dirty Lalafell. Hate looking at him sometimes. Hate looking at him. Hold on. It is extremely cold, right? So I got something warm to drink. Man, all right. How's everybody doing? It's Friday, huh? It's Friday. I should have got some alcohol. I really should have got some alcohol, but anyway, let's dust off the old controller. Okay, okay, I'm here, guys. Let's turn this on. Mm. I'll give you guys some full disclosure. It was super cold, so I just like wrapped myself up in a blanket, and the next thing you know, here we are, damn near 10 o'clock. But I still need to play this game a lot, so whenever I'm playing it, we're just gonna document it. That's just how it's gonna go. When I'm using my main job class, guys. Friday. It's Friday, only for a couple more hours over here. Only for a couple more hours. Real quick before we get started, guys, I want to say welcome. Thank you guys for stopping by. If you're watching on YouTube, I would love for you guys to watch me live. I usually get on at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's when you can catch me, guys. Usually, I do my best, and then we go for as long as we can. We're playing a lot of Final Fantasy today, guys. By the way, my name is Frank Gallows. So, yeah. I mean, if you're like at this part of the playthrough, you didn't know that. No, you're not. And let's get this situated. It's got everything. I think that's good. I have to test out some of the moves. I have to test out some of the moves here, guys. All right, so what? What? Hold on. Oh, all right. So we're not quite there yet. We have to go all the way over here. I see. I see. So what's this event over here? And we're just continuing on with the story, by the way, guys. Like, if you don't know what we're up to, we're just doing like the year one. I think this like storyline is just called Rome Reborn, like the whole major storyline. We're trying to get out of the Rome Reborn story. We have quite a ways to go. Uh, if you watched my earlier stream, we did get our Chocobo, right? We got our mount, so we can take a look at that right now. So there's my little guy. You can name him and everything. So if you haven't seen it, I'll give you guys one chance to guess his name. What is his name? Look at my name, right? Do you guys know what my name is built upon at all? It does have some meaning to me. I didn't just pick it out of the blue. We have our coffee here. One of my favorite coffee mugs. I think I got this coffee mug for Christmas where like it came with those little Godiva chocolates in there, and then I just started using it. I did mention it once. I did mention it once. But I'll tell you guys after these messages. I really need this. It's frigid. It is frigid. So guys, yeah, yeah, it was a while ago, right? Not a lot of people. Well, uh, I'm sure you guys know that I am a Western comic book fan, right? And that, I don't know if I ever talked about why I ended up liking comic books so much. Uh, when I was little, my dad, and I might have said this story before, but when I was little, my dad, he worked in a printing factory and they printed all kinds of stuff. So, he would come home every so often with like big, big boxes of like, I guess comics they didn't want or they made too many of, right? For some reason, they just held on to. A lot of Marvel, a lot of DC, a lot of Malibu, a lot of like indie brand comics that aren't even in existence anymore. Like their companies, dissolved up into the wind. Um, so I had a lot of comic books, and I read them a lot as a child. and I fell in love with the Western superhero, right? That's my thing. A lot of people are into anime these days and stuff like that, and I do like anime to a point, but if I had to pick, it would be, it would be Western themed heroes. That's my preference. Right. I prefer the art style. I'll be honest with you. I prefer the archetypes, all that kind of stuff. So, one of my favorite characters is the Punisher. His name is Frank Castle, right? That's where the Frank part comes in. Now, you remember back in the 90s, Marvel had this whole like 2099 push, right? It was a trying to get my good side. I look okay, I guess. Back in the 90s, Marvel had this whole 2099 brand going on, and it was selling like hotcakes back in the day. Uh, Punisher 2099, was a different guy because Punisher was dead because he got old. His name was Jacob Gallows, so it's just a fusion of those two names, right? And you could usually tell it's me if I have some kind of like weirdly fused hero name, right? There's Jacob Castle, which I use sometimes. A bunch of other names I'm not gonna put out there into the ether until I'm ready to use them, right? It's always something superhero related. That's Frank Gallows, and my Jacobo's name is Castle. I don't know if I'm pretty sure it doesn't show it. Maybe once we summon him, like for as a battle companion, he's not ready to be used as a battle companion yet. Right, so that's the origin of my name. I like it. I like it. Let's get started with the story, guys. First of all, I do want to check a couple of his moves out. It is a lot easier now that we have this like mount and we don't have to run as fast. Or as slow, rather. All right, so all right. I'll give you guys one like majorly annoying thing using this character in particular is that since he's so small, like I find I have to adjust the camera a lot, right? Like sometimes I'll just pan it out, but then he's so very small that like I kind of lose track of him sometimes. Or I kind of lose track of him, and then I find I have to pan the camera in, but then we'll come across an enemy that's like the size of that tree right there, right? And then everything looks weird because he covers up a lot of the other enemies. We're gonna skip these little guys. They don't mean nothing. Right? They mean nothing to me. You're nothing. Less than nothing. But we're over here now, and I think we can probably. No, this isn't the right spot. This isn't the right spot. All right, but we can repair our gear. Oh, I think I repaired everything before we stopped yesterday. Okay, we're good to go. So we just have story missions to go to, and we're gonna skip a lot of it. Right, I'll let it play like for like a brief second right there, but I'm not gonna leave it hanging. Right, and if you're like watching on YouTube, or if you care to watch the story, first of all, get your ass over here and let me know that. Right, and if you're watching on YouTube, you can. I know it's a little inconvenient, but you can pause it. You're not missing much. I'll be honest with you guys. Not missing much at all. Wait, what? One thing I did notice, like zooming into a lot of these creatures, they have like very strange faces, right? Like I'm not sure if you noticed, but that thing does have like a little pair of eyes on him. But we roasted them, we toasted them, cooked them, and I gotta remember that I can just get on my Chocobo. I do think he has like a stamina meter, and what I mean by that is that enemies can still attack me and eventually knock me off of him. I'm pretty sure at least, or I'm not 100% on that. As you can see, he's very small because it matches your character model. Like, look at Look at this Faka over here, right? Look at this motherfucker, right? Is Chocobo big? My Chocobo's small. They're all the same Chocobo, right? You can dress them up and put like some glamours on them and stuff like that, some costumes. So they're roughly the same thing, right? Unless you get a different mount altogether, which you can do, guys. You can get different mounts in this game. I really need to get to level 30. I mean, I know we're gonna do it today. That's not a big deal, right? But it needs to happen sooner rather than later. Skip. Skip it. Skip it. Skip it. We got to do the things, guys. We can't. We're not gonna get anywhere at all from me watching this stuff. And I'll be honest. In the first year, I'm sorry, guys. If you see me looking down to the side, I'm just looking at my chat. Right, I'm checking up on it. Not a fan of this first story. Like, I like the gameplay, right? I'm sure everybody agrees they like the gameplay. The actual story itself, I think it gets a little bit better in the DLC. It's a little bit more manageable. Right now, it's just not good. It's not good. I don't like it. Me personally, I don't like it. Um, we're not going to get anywhere looking at this story. You're not missing anything, really. Right, when you get to them parts, they'll start talking, and then you could probably sit down and piece everything together. There's like a couple lore channels I watch. Not for Final Fantasy in particular, but not just lore channels, kind of like story-driven kind of channels. And one is called the Exploring series. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of that channel. And every so often, he usually covers SCPs, right? Oh, we got to do a dance. This is one of the annoying things. All right, so let's uh, let's get that dance on. So anyway, like he usually covers SCPs and he kind of just like condenses the story down and talks about it, which that's something I appreciate these days. So sometimes he'll go off and he'll like because he doesn't want to cover SCP exclusively, even though he knows that's what gets him his stuff, right? So he'll have like side projects and sometimes he'll cover like a movie or TV show, things like that. And one year, I think it was last year, I think it was last year sometime. He did he wanted to do his favorite game, which was Final Fantasy. So he played the story up to a certain point, and he just like he made his character, and he really condensed the story down, tightly packed, as well as he could. And even that I couldn't freaking watch it. And I like the guy's channel, right? It's just the story wasn't the story wasn't good. He tried to do it. He tried to work his magic, right? But just not for me, I guess you would say. With that said, let's continue on. So I think I'm gonna have to do this dance for like all of these little selves. I think these are called selves, right? All these tribes that aren't like in the main alliance, they're called like beast tribes, but some of them do have a consciousness. As you can see, like in yesterday when the guy made a deal with those big lizard men, right? Obviously they had to be reasoned with and talked to, right? So they are very much sentient beings. I guess beast just means they're not civilized, right? They're not part of the three alliances. We're still gonna let it play for like half a second, right? Wow. So people do have a chance to read it, right? I'm not just like zipping through. Uh, right. So we're just trying to make an alliance with them. We don't really necessarily want to fight every beast tribe. It's not really in our benefit, or it doesn't hurt us. It doesn't do us any favors either. Right. Well, it kind of does in the fact that if we work with them enough, they might not summon their damn god. Which I guess is good, right? You don't want the people summoning their god and him doing the god thing, and you with the god beam. Yes, we hit 29. We hit 29. We're close to 30, guys. I guess you get your main job at level 50. Yeah, look at this fucker over here. Oh, he's a bunny boy. He's a bunny boy. Yeah, so we gotta walk around and dance, everybody. That's basically our mission. Let's eat some food. And the reason I have like 50 eggs damn near is because, as you can see, if you look off to the bottom left-hand side, it gives you some stats, right? Now we don't want it. We don't care about like the stats it gives you aside from the experience bonus, which is a 3% duration for 30 minutes. If you eat two of them, it does stack. Now, I do believe you can see if you're well fed or not somewhere. I don't think I put the stat up, but that is something we are now. And we do have to dance for everybody. You can do this a quicker way, guys, right? You are like on a mouse and keyboard. You can just hit the button and do it. And you do have to watch this whole damn animation play out. You don't have to talk to them first either, as long as you're like targeted on them, and then you're close enough to do the emote. Should work. Should work, guys. um, I think they're up there. I think. I forget these guys are hostile. They're nasty. Right? They want to throw down. They want to scrap. Uh, don't particularly want to do that. I'm just like trying to look around, see if I can. Okay, I think I see a way up there from here. And yeah, we're having some camera issues just because I have to. I'm so low to the damn ground. That's the only thing. Trying to see if I could find the way over there. I feel like it's from this side, right? So we are gonna try that. Can I get my trouble? Yeah, yeah. Doesn't look like I get up there from here. No, 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 sir. Cannot. I cannot do that. Oh wait, there they are. Problem solved, guys. That was easy, right? Good game. Good game, guys. Yeah. This race makes me so angry, right? The character's going on me just because it's my character, but man, I'm a freaking potato. I don't like it. But to be fair, I probably would have never liked most of the races we were. So I only like those two races. I like the Rogden and the Rovgar. Sorry, the names escape me, right? Um, a lot of story bullshit, guys. What do we have to do here? What are you gonna make me do? Yeah. This is Gorlins and Golden on the parts. So do we just can we please kill something? Is this one of those missions? Yes. Yes. We finally get a fight, guys. Fighting is the best part of this game. Aside from I guess the fashion that people like. I like fighting. Combat time. Hit him first. Oh yeah, yeah. Dead. Uh, well, we're already in battle with this one, right? So we might as well dust it off. run by him. Gotta run by him, guys. No. Oh. I gotta do the thing. You can see I kind of get lost in the brush too. Died my character. Oh, hello. Do these not count? I am level synced. I am level synced, guys. What is going on here? Oh wait, these are giant nets. Oop. And there's the brush where I gotta go to, so let's desync from that. No need to fight them. Class is he? Oh, he's a lancer. And I just need, we need one more brownie bush and we need a gall net. So there's the brownie bush. And there's the gall nets. Easy. Easy. Who's doing that sound? Someone's scraping something. These bugs are actually very ugly. I don't like bugs in real life, right? IRL bugs are icky. Right, and take a good look at this bug. It's pretty horrific for this like kind of cutesy styled game, right? Like look at its damn face. Look at it. I don't like it. When I first came here and I saw a bug, it was as big as me. Mm-mm. Mm-mm, not with this design. Not with this design. And then it got big ass arms. You can fist fight that thing, and it's gonna win too. But we're gonna hit it with fire, so we'll be okay. All bugs get in on sight from me, pretty much. Lucky I don't got a flamethrower. Oh wait, we can take our big bird back. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel some drift sometimes. My controller's kind of old, right? It's as old as my Xbox. I'm not even sure how old this new console is. Well, like a year or so old. I don't keep track of time like that. Let's hand it over. And it's just more basically when you're trying to get like in these people's good graces, it's just a lot of busy work, guys, right? So they're gonna make me do stuff. Nothing to do with the story at all. It's just you earning a reputation. Right, so we're just talking to people. Let's go back and talk to these two over here. Because it seems like if we go the other way, that looks like progression, because we really haven't been over there yet. Also, I hope I sound loud enough, right? I'm just trying to get used to not keeping the mic like right on my damn mouth. So hopefully it sounds okay, guys. I do have a naturally low voice, so that's why sometimes I will uh, scoot this thing over so it picks up better. I feel like I should do that right now. I'm gonna do it. Hold on, guys. Let's a little bit. Okay, okay. I think that's better. Um, yeah. Oh, there they are. I knew they were there the whole time. All right, so now we just have the one person left. Hold on, I have to check something very quickly. I also need a sip of coffee. You need to drink it before it gets cold, and it's getting cold real quick. Ah. All right. I think we're good to go. I think we're good to go. That's the easy part. It's over there. Let's not get too distracted. And I'm not sure if you guys know this, right? But you do get dailies to run. You start unlocking them once you start getting like group related quests usually, right? But if you want to do dailies, or you can do the daily dungeons, you can do them once for like a big boost of experience. Usually, I think they give you a bonus if you're like a role that they need filled pretty badly, which is usually a tank or a healer, by the way. So you get like a nice chunk of bonus experience. I mean, the caveat to that is that you'd have to be a tank, and if you don't like doing that role at all, then it's really not going to do anything for you, honestly. Right? But there's that. There's like levies. Right? There's like we can easily look at it and look at the duty finder. Right? So right there's leveling. You can do like one random dungeon a day. You can see to the right hand side here. You get bonus experience, right? Right. Bonus experience, right? You can do guild hests, which is just a random thing. We'll do all that stuff a little bit later because I do need to do it right. And then you'll get the dungeons. You can do the dungeons all day, every day, and just level them up like that. All right, you can do all that stuff, guys. So there are things to do. Um, if you're grinding for levels and stuff and all that kind of stuff, you can just keep running the same damn alert over. It should give you enough experience if you're lacking, right? Or if you need like an armor set or something like that, you could probably luck out. Adjust this volume. It's a little too loud. There we go. Mhm. There we go. I'm pretty sure we don't have to fight this one in particular because once we make it to that circle, I do think that's when the real enemies are going to come out. But we needed to clear them out. Yeah. So let's get them down. It's not going too bad, honestly. Okay. Yeah, we're mashing buttons. We're mashing buttons, guys. Okay. We need to get through this. So this one, we're gonna help them look for one of their family members they wandered off. So we gotta speak with some people, right? And gather some evidence, get some clues. Try to avoid most of these monsters because they're pretty hostile. First, we are gonna get in battle, so. I was trying to avoid this, but I want to make life difficult for me. And I guess we have to do something about that. Feeling pretty powerful. Trying to stay right on the objective too. We have so much to do, guys. Yes, on the bright side, this will probably hold us over for a while. You know, we do still got to go back and finish Wolong up the. It's still a great game. If you guys haven't tried it yet, it's worth a shot. I'm not sure what the price is on PC. Uh, so I'm not sure if it's like one of those regular full game prices. You know, if it's a full like a full 60 $70, that I don't know about. I'll be honest, I don't know if it's worth that much. Right? But it's worth it on sale or something. I guess I would say. Hmm. Hmm. Why? Why with the auto attack? Oh well, I guess you have no choice now. Got to do the thing. I wanted to get this swollen digga. This Dijiga. I gotta be careful how I say that damn name. Uh, swollen digger. That doesn't sound any better. We gotta get this fly, guys, right? Because it has like a weird symbol on its head, and I don't know if I think that means it's a bounty, which we don't have bounties right away, but I want to get it. So that's what we're gonna do. Am I stunned? Oh, I'm out of magic. That was totally my fault. I gotta pay attention to that. Proceed. Proceed. What was happening here? Don't quite remember. Oh, come on. Come back home. He doesn't want to. I think I saw an annoying fly here just a minute ago. Try to get the weaker ones first. Try to get closer to these guys. You see what that is, guys? That's a Marlboro. And it hits us with the bad breath. I really don't want to get hit by that. Okay. My rotation was really sloppy there. So I think that's why now we're in the good graces, is because we just, helped them out, saved one of their brethren's lives. Right, so now we're in their good graces. Let's get that cutscene. I think that's all you needed to see, really. Let's check this map. Quite a ways away from it. Okay. Gotta make sure we're going the right way, guys. Gotta use that GPS. The guy's working hard for sure. Well, I'm out because I could use the experience, honestly. So let's get some kills in. Okay, good enough. Guess what, guys? Let's get cutting. You see, every time we do like a little bit of story that matters, our mount speed goes up. So that is the shitty thing about this, is that eventually, you have to do pretty much all the story to get your mount speed to max. But by the time you're done with all the story, guess what? The story's over, and it's time to go to the DLC. And once you go into the DLC, your mount speed is going to go back to 0, guys, and then you got to do it all over again. So that's pretty annoying. But it is what it is, and you can't really do jack shit about it, so. We can go there. Yeah, let's just teleport. Let's just teleport, guys. Make our life easy. Uh, can we run this? Can we run it? Yeah. Okay, we're good. I do believe this is just the, pretty much the Adventurers Guild over here. No, this is not. This is the Adders Guild. I'm basically just reporting back. Speak. Gotta go back to Branch Metals. Uh, good thing we've been there before. Right, it's a good thing we've been there before, so we'll be okay. Ow. Hit my nail. So, no. Okay. Okay. We could talk to them, but I do think there's a mission here, so I want to just check up on it. Um, no, that's not it. I'm missing a mission, guys, and basically the mission I'm missing is the mission to turn your Chocobo into like kind of like a battle companion. So I might need to Google that. Because I'm pretty sure once you get it as a regular companion, there's a mission to have it fight alongside you. Right? Like a little tutorial to unlock it. Look at this Chocobo. It's a mean looking son of a bitch. Um, so maybe we should Google that now, right? I feel like that might be a better idea than just having nothing the whole time. Because he does need to level up alongside you. Right? It's not like we just turn him to companion and he's like good out the gate. We need to get him built up. So let's do that first, shall we? And you know, like I said, I am Googling. Right? Doesn't matter. It's my stream. Yeah, I'm Googling, guys. Okay. There we go. Let's check the map, shall we? I need to find a very particular spot. I can't zoom in any more than that. Disgust. Somewhere around here, right? There we are. There we are. Let's find it now. All right. Looking around real hard because we kind of need them. That's not it for sure. Can go in there. I feel like I'm in the rightish spot, right? But we're probably not, right? We're probably, let's see. There we go. This is where I need to go anyway. Excuse me, guys. Um, I was watching him. Oh, I was watching him fight. Yeah, there's some crazy mounts in here, guys. Some crazy mounts. It's not just a Chocobo that you can ride, right? Okay, we were going the wrong way. Good thing I got OCD. So we probably were just heading the way we needed to go anyway to get the mission. Wait, who's that? No, no, no. Not today. Looks like it. Looks like we're in just the right area. So I will tell you guys that the mission to get your Chocobo to fight is not like a big side quest or a story mission. It's a normal looking mission, so you could miss it. Um, it's called My Feisty Little Chocobo, right? That is the name of it, and you get it in South Shroud somewhere. That's like what I knew. I wasn't sure I was in the right area earlier. Like he doesn't even give me that mission, right? It's probably one of these people here, maybe, and it's not even any of them. But I know it's in South Shroud somewhere for sure. Where exactly? That is the part that escapes me. Right, and it could be over here somewhere. Doesn't even look like it's over there. Right. I'm also not sure if, being as I didn't start out here, if it might be like an Olda somewhere. That could be a thing as well. But we need to get it. We need to get it before we progress too much. We need to make it to Camp Tranquil. So if we make it to Camp Tranquil, right, that's the Quarry Mall over there. Camp Tranquil is over here. Okay. Okay, so we're almost there, I think, right? Because we're here. He might have us travel to Camp Tranquil. This is like one of the missions that you should probably be sure you get. We're so close to level 30. We're so close to level 30, guys, man. No, we're not going all the way over there. We're gonna get that mission. It's been decided. Executive decision, guys. We're gonna get this mission over here. Camp Tranquil, Legion Tranquil. There it is right there. So I need to be level 30. I have to be level 30 flat out. So I do see something we could do over here. Alright, I see a fate. Now we're gonna do the fate. There's a bunny goddess. It's a big lady. What's down there? not looking for any of those, or we're just trying to get enemies here. We're gonna follow him. Oh crap. They're not really worth anything. I want the experience. I mean, yeah, I want the experience from the fate. I don't want any of that stuff. But they're here fighting these guys, right? So we might as well just get some free hits in. You like those powers they were using? That is a conjurer, folks, which turns into the white mage. They have some spells on them. They have some pretty good damaging spells, for real. They're not bad at all. It's just that, you know, as a conjurer, you cannot be a damage dealer, right? So when you get into dungeons and stuff like that, you'll be contributing, but you won't be like, oh, I'm a DPS. It doesn't work like that. You're always gonna be a healer first, no matter what. Uh, let's talk to the Chocobo Keep actually, right? Even if you have your Chocobo guys, make sure to always talk to these guys. It's good to have them, just in case anything happens, or you never know. What will happen? I have no idea, right? But you never know. You might need them at some point. Something's going on here. I feel like I could drop down. No, I can't drop down. Can I? Can I? Nope. High-ranking members terribly lost together. So I'm just missing something here. They're here though somewhere. Found them. Found them. This looks like they might be rough, huh? Yeah. This was probably a bad idea, guys. Yeah, I'm taking a lot of punishment. I'm gonna die. Here comes the death guys. Yep, that was a very bad idea. And see, so here's the shitty part is that if you don't attune your crystal to like a main one over here, wherever it was at first, and usually I just leave it at the first thing. You go back to the first one, which is older for me. So now we have to, if I want to save some money, right? What's that sound? You guys hear that? So when you're a bard, guys, you can play a harp. Oh, we got a free company invite. Free companies, guys, are guilds, and we're just gonna accept this one because, excuse me, heartburn, heartburn. Because you get a experience bonus, right? So we are using them, right? I just want to gain a lot of levels. There we go. So now we have to go to the airship landing. Right, you get a nice bonus boost. Experience bonus boost. Right, so that's why we're joining them, guys. Right, there they are, they welcomed me. I'm just gonna say thank you. That sound you hear, like that like weird tone, that was you getting a tell, right? They're pretty good on notifying you of things you get. So we're part of Cat 5. Um, I mean, you might want to like look at what your free company is about a lot of the time. There you go, guys. Uh, Been a while. We have a state, Chocobo State, so they just have everything there. Uh, 6 out of 11 members, right? So it's going to be different for each grand company, right? They're like player-run guilds. It looks like they're just starting for the most part. I don't know, actually. And you see right here in the chat, the FC, that's the free company. So that's basically league chat if you like in other games or guild chats. Um, and you can set it over here to like free company, all that kind of stuff, right? So you can have a free company. And most people, most guilds, I'm sure I haven't come across it yet. I'm sure toxicity is a thing like in most games. But having Diablo withdrawals, yes. I'm sorry if I missed that. I want to play it so badly. I was thinking about like playing like Diablo 2 or 3, but it just wouldn't feel the same. Diablo 3 might feel the closest, but then it looks so drastically different. But we still had a good time on Diablo 3 though. Like I do like that Crusader was fun. Crusader's fun. What's funny? I was actually watching some of Dark Lord Dash, right? I think that's his name, Dark Lord Dash, and he was talking about what happened to the guys in Diablo 3 or 2. I think he's talking mostly about what the guys did in Diablo 2, and he was talking about why like the paladins like that form of the paladin doesn't exist anymore, and they're all like splintered apart, which was cool. Like I don't remember like right off the bat, but like they basically all split apart, and there's just like different kinds of paladins and Templars, which is interesting, right? So they technically were the same guys at first, right? And then they just all splintered apart. That was cool. Crusaders, the Crusaders a fun class though. Um, there's no Crusader in Part 4, huh? Maybe it'll be like a DLC class. I'm interested in seeing what classes come out eventually in that game. I'm interested in it. Hopefully it'll be cool. Hopefully it'll be cool. I'm just hoping it's fun. It felt fun, right? I think the general consensus is that it was just fun to play. Right, you gotta wait for the full game to come out. Um, what are we doing? Oh, right, right, right. So let's get back to where we're going, guys. We are far away. We are far away. I forgot I wanted to get to. Okay, so since we're so close to getting a level, what we'll do is we'll push the story forward a little bit, right? And then we'll go back to South Shroud. I think that's a good idea. And we'll get our Chocobo. We obviously could have used a little bit of help there. The Chocobo could do that. You can make him a damage dealer, a healer, a tank. I prefer for him to have a lot of heals on. And you can set him to like do free form fighting, which is kind of like he just kind of decides what he wants to do on his own. So he can fight alongside you and then heal you. Of course they're gonna have DLC for it, all right? Of course they are. Uh, I do think I gotta go to Lemsa. But as far as classes go, like I'm not sure if they're just gonna go back to the old classes, right, and have that be a thing, or if they're gonna try to make some new ones. I don't think they're gonna make new ones. If they were smart, they would bring back a lot of the old classes, right? I would be interested in seeing what the Witch Doctor was like. Uh, the Crusader is fun, right? Maybe some form of Crusader or Templar. Uh, the Demon Hunter, right? Which I guess technically the Rogue fills that spot kind of with all their traps and stuff like that, right? It's not quite the same, but I'm just interested in seeing what they're gonna do for it. Where do I have to go? Hawker's Alley. Let's just go to the lower decks. No, no, we're in the wrong spot. Let's just go to the Drowning Winch. It would be nice, right? It would be nice, but it seems like they have a lot of classes on the table that they could use already, right? So it would be interesting to see like them maybe like updating a class somehow. I hope they fix the druid though. I really am dead set on trying to make him really good. Like everything I've seen, like even while other people playing him, like they kind of use him just as a tank basically, right? So they go in, they have melee, they have like shields and like AoEs around them and stuff like that. And that if they have pets, the pets are just kind of like maybe the wolves for like passive damage. All right, it seems like that's how you gotta play them a little bit. Not sure if I'm a fan of that in particular. If we're gonna go like big tanky class, I mean, if I have to pick and I have to pick that playstyle, I might as well just pick the barbarian. I might as well just pick the barbarian, honestly. Um, let's see where we're going. I think that's a good spot right there. The barbarian did look fun though. The barbarian did look like he was a lot of fun. I didn't get really any time with him. I don't know if I want to keep saying barbarian, right? Because the barb. They all looked interesting. This is a goblin, by the way, guys, I believe. That's what they look like in this game. They're kind of cute and kind of hideous at the same time, right? Let me give them an egg. Egg. Love chicken egg more than love customer. The druid or the bard? The druid looked like he was more of a tank class, honestly. That's what he looked like he was. That's what it felt like. All the moves we had. Which is nothing wrong with that, right? I want to use a pet class. I want some pets, goddammit. And I like this wolves and all that, and they had a chance to make the pets better than they were, in my humble opinion. But they didn't. They didn't do that. They decided to go a different route. Everything he had, the druid, right? So everything he had, and this is like I'm sure you guys noticed, like even my vines, which probably you guys didn't see, because when you're a multiplayer, like the pets are kind of ethereal to save up on space, right? To save up on clutter. Like if I were to summon my vines, or my vines come out in an AOE around me, right? I can't really cast it. Uh, I had a lot of personal shields. A lot of my melee moves were pretty good, but they were melee based, right? Even the Ravens to a point like, uh, so the Ravens, the way they worked, it was they were a damage circle, but also if I had enough of the points spent into them, they were also a passive, right? So you wouldn't see the Ravens until I got close enough, and then every like few seconds they would drop down from the sky, but you would never see them flying around you like you used to, right? And that's the same thing for the wolves, or you got to get in close, and then you can summon them from far away to like go attack, but usually everything is just like going in with you, right? You got to go all in. Uh, where are we going? Gotta go to airport. We can go to airport from right here, I think. So maybe I just needed to change up my playstyle. He didn't hit hard. He sure did not hit hard at all. It was manageable, right? It was manageable, but like compose. I guess like what was the most damaging class? It was the necromancer, right? He was hitting hard as hell. He was hitting stupidly hard. Groin grabbingly hard he was hitting. And it felt like the sorcerer was doing the same thing. He was just nuking stuff, right? I didn't see much of the rogue. Now I'm not sure if that's because the rogue was in there the last demo, right? Because I'm not sure what the classes were in the last demo. I go to the trading post. Okay. As soon as we hit 30 guys, we're gonna go back to Gridania. We're gonna do our mission there. Yeah, that is true. It's early game, right? It was early game and stuff like that. And uh, it wasn't even a demo; it was a beta, right? So there is still room to for the characters to grow. Um, so I'm hoping that they do change drastically, at least the druid, because I really, really want to use him, really, right? But I don't want to use him knowing he's dog shit, right? I mean, I'm a masochist, but sometimes I need a break too, you know? I need to use my safe word. Am I going the right way? Yeah, I'm going the right way. But they were hitting crazy hard. The Necro was hitting crazy. I was literally like there was points where I was just fighting an enemy for so long, and then I would see corpse explosions in the distance, and I knew that I was saved, basically. You know, run there and they would walk by, just nuke everything, and walk away, just because they could. Which I'm not mad at them for it, not by any means, but it doesn't feel fun sometimes when you're struggling and someone just blows something the hell up, and they're around the same level and stuff like that too. Um, hmm, hmm. What's this? Sugarloaf hat. Do I want to wear this damn thing? Do I want to wear it? I kind of need it. Yes, we got our job quest. Okay, so two things. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do. We're gonna go back to Central Shroud, right? Because, damn it, we're gonna get that Chocobo, and then we're gonna go do our job quest. So what we're gonna do right now is open this map up. Uh, we need to get back to regular Virginia. Right. So I need to make it back to Limsa. And we're gonna have some issues here, guys, because I have trouble navigating this map, obviously. All right, so I need to make it back to Limsa, all right? So maybe not from there, from here. No. Oh no, my brain is hurting. My brain is doing the thing I don't like. Relax. Okay. All right, this is fine, guys. This is fine. Look, we'll go back here, right? Oh, Camp Over Tune is. We're not attuned to that. Okay. Okay. So we need to make it. We need to take the ferry back. That's what we need to do. There we go. So get back to airport. Get back to airport, and then we can take the ferry back. That'll be fine. My head. I don't like thinking so hard, man. Why they do this? Why they do this to me? I don't want to jump down there either. I'm trying hard not to think about Diablo though, right? I was considering getting what's that Korean one that everybody was playing with the waifus? Is it Lost World? Lost Ark? Lost Ark, right? But I heard that game was extremely pay to win, and then it is a waifu game, and I'm not really all about those waifus, honestly. Personally, that's just not me. Um, let's go in the airship landing. Right, that's just not my style. I get it though, right? I get it, guys. I get it, but I don't want to do it. It's gonna be them, yeah. Last Epic. I never even heard of that game. Well, I'll Google it. And, there's a lot of stuff we can do to pass the time here, right? So I'm down to try out new games still. I'm down to try out new games. We are getting a lot of time with this though, because first of all, I paid for it. You got to pay monthly, guys, right? So if you're not playing, you're losing out on your own time that you paid for, which which is good and bad at the same time, right? I kind of prefer buying the DLC flat out and then just having access to it forever. That is like the thing I like doing. So I prefer like the Elder Scrolls method of buying content. Uh, but this is still good too, right? You kind of got to know that you're gonna play it a lot, though, right? If something happens to you and you're in an accident or something like that and you can't play, well, tough shit, I guess. Right? You burn your damn hand, or you're moving and you drop something, a door closed on it. You might want to use those foot paddles, right? And start learning how to play other ways. Um, let's go to Central Shroud. No, we need to go to South Shroud. We need to go to South Shroud. That's where we're going, guys. So Central Shroud here. I do think from Central you could go to South Shroud. And then we should have the crystal close by. Nope, we don't have it. Okay. Okay, so we have the one closer. Bam. Okay. No, I didn't. I could. We still have the ability to pre-order it though, so no big deal. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I just get lazy sometimes, I will admit. I don't know if we're gonna do the big pre-order where you get a bunch of stuff. Do you know what, like, is it worth getting like the big bundle for it, or where's all this stuff? Let's go down this way. We're probably just gonna do the basic pre-order, right? Just the game itself. That's probably what we're gonna do. Oh, you get 4 days early access. Right, right. So we probably will do the four. Did oh, first of all, did you guys get 4 days? Did everybody? Did my two guys get the 4 days? Huh? Did you guys? Did you get the normal one? I might need to get the pre-order just because we got to stay ahead of the Twitch game, though. Right? Still trying to grow the channel. What is going on over here? Oh my god. Oh, this is the seasonal event, guys. We did do the seasonal. Um, honestly, the seasonal is not worth showing off a lot of the time. Uh, there's a big old laser light show going on, though. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. So we'll see on that. Like I said, probably more than likely we'll get the regular pre-order bundle, the basic one. Do I need to kill anything here? No. Let's make it to where we gotta go as well. Um, but yeah, it's still gonna happen because I we're playing that game. There's no way we're not playing Diablo 4. There's no fucking way. You don't know how I felt when I think Monday rolled around and I turned the game on and we still had some time, right? So I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna grab like something to eat, get a drink. I was like, yeah, yeah, we're gonna come back. We're gonna do the thing. And then I like went back and it just wasn't available. I was like, fuck. I was so annoyed with myself, but we put in all the time we could. It was enjoyable. We need to make it to this right here. This is where we need to go. Right. You can pin these things, guys, by the way. Right. So I can pin this somehow. I'm not familiar with how you do that on the PC. Right. But I can like I'm trying my best to like figure it out on the fly. No. 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 I did something wrong. Oh, I centered it. I centered it. Let's see if I can figure this out though, because pinning it will actually be pretty good. Uh, no. Uh, no. Oh man, We are dumb. What's wrong with me? Finish school, children, please. I'm sure they teach you all this stuff in the new age, in the new era. I'm just hitting all the buttons, guys. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. No. No. We're gonna find this out right now. And you know how we're gonna find it out? Because I'm gonna use my brain. There we go. So I think this is how you do it, and I'm hoping so. So let's. There we go. Yes. 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 Gotta use this, guys. Gotta use this, and we gotta use that over there. That's where my tower is. That's where my PC tower is at. Right. Combination of our brain and technology. I'm so smart. I'm so damn smart. Whoa. Let's do this mission though. Let's get our boy to help us fight. We need some backup. Are you guys missing the game? What have you been playing in your off time? Okay, right here. So there you go. Just wanted to turn off the pin. Don't forget to turn off your pins, by the way, guys, because then it's always going to be there. I think it persists even if you leave the map or turn the game off. I think at least. Alright, so now we're tuned. My feisty little. Let's talk to the Chocobo Keep here. And then, is it you? My feisty little Chocobo. Wow, in D3. I'm reading that out. That's an old message. That's an old message. Okay. But, you know, I'm mostly going to be playing this a lot of the time just because we need to catch up. I need to catch up. I'm sure eventually there's going to be parts of the story that I'm just going to do, you know, alone here. Okay, so we have our Gestalt greens, but they're going to make us get more. I already did buy some. I already did buy some, guys, but I guess we got to pick those. So now we can use them for battle. And I think we're going to set them to companion. I don't know what it's hard to do. Right, so he's cool. So what you can do is do free stance and healer stance, all that kind of stuff, right? I usually have him in healer stance a lot of the time. Sometimes it's good to switch him to free stance though, that way he can attack as well as heal. Right, if you have him in healer stance, he'll just stand right next to you and heal the whole time. So it is up to you guys to decide what he does. Ultimately, like it is up to you. Um, I'm kind of just making sure. So up is to summon the mount, down is to summon him as in a battle companion. Um, okay, so what I think we can do here is, for companion's sake, right, we'll do healer stance here, right? They're making my life difficult. Okay. We'll do healer stance here, and then we'll do freeze stance here. Right now, when you summon him, he's out for about an hour. He's out for about an hour, right? I mean, I think he's out for 30 minutes, but you can double down on the greens. Right, and there's his little Chocobo. Which now we have all these damn hot bars out, so we're gonna have to move them down the list a little bit. And I'm gonna have to make them as small as I can. I thought I did already, but I probably just wasn't thinking too far ahead. And all we're doing is trying to make it to so that I can get to the Chocobo bar. If you guys, I will be honest with you. If you want a magic class that deals damage quicker than this, I want to say you're better off picking the Arcanist, which is basically the summoner. I feel like he's a little bit more mobile and you have a little bit more freedom with what you want to do. As well as, and the biggest thing is that once he reaches his certain level and you have the ability to like graduate to the next class, he actually gets two classes in one, and one is a summoner and one is a healing version of the summoner. So you'll technically be able to level up two of them, and you can also DPS on the side, right, as well as be a healer. And that is actually really, really good. You know, because healers get into things faster, and so you might want to do that. They also, basically, I'm not sure if they changed this. Let's adjust this first. So, for example, when you become the summoner, right? I forget what the like twin class is, but you know, summoner and healer, right? You get both of them. While you're summoning, you're raising your summoner levels. The other class also levels, and vice versa. So you'll be leveling two classes up at once. Uh, I will say I think it's better than Thaumaturge in my opinion. It's been a while since we've played it though, so it might have changed. It's been a little bit, and I just want to be able to. We can have it on party list. You can be like right here. Now we can save it. So there we go. So there's my Chocobo, guys. He's in free stance right now. You can freely change him, as you can see. Right, like I can have him go healer. I can have him go, right, that's the command right there. His level is low, right? He hasn't, you see, he needs to level up, right? He's rank 0. Once you start leveling him up, you can pick these trees here. You can probably pick a combination of these things, right? But then he'll be like shitty. He'll be shittier. Uh, you know, you want to go all in and get like Choco Medica, right? You want increased HP, you want all this stuff. As an attacker, he has like basic attack moves, but you know, he ain't gonna be clearing out stuff for you. Not really, right? Your best bet is to have him be a healer, in my opinion. and get the free heals out, and then you do as much damage as you can in the background because you're gonna hit harder than him. He's not gonna have any crazy like Final Fantasy tactical moves where he drops like Choco Meteor on people and stuff like that. And here's the appearance part. You can change these three things here, right? I do think you could change his color somehow. Uh, Also, while you have him summoned, you can still mount him. And when you dismount, he shows back up. So, fun stuff there. Very fun stuff, guys. Now that we have all that complete, finally, we can do our job mission. That's what we're gonna do. Now that we have a little extra help, he will not go into dungeons with you, and he will not go into raids with you. Open world character. I do think if you have a big enough group, he does eventually disappear. But he's very good to have. Thaumaturgical. Oh, we still have to do some missions here, as you can see. But we have them out for now, right? So we'll finish the Thaumaturge, and then we'll finish my little Chocobo. I mean, my feisty little Chocobo mission. Well, let's get this done. I gotta go to Vesper Bay. Okay. Did you guys know they made a Children of the Corn remake, by the way? I saw Papa Meat reviewing it. I didn't know they were doing that. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know if anybody considers like Children of the Corn like a cult classic either, right? Because it wasn't, to me, it wasn't even so bad that it was good. It was a very throwaway fucking movie. There was a handful of them back in the day, if you remember. There was like, you know how those movie tropes go, right? Yeah, it came out. It came out not too long ago because I saw the review today for it. So it must have came out on the weekend or something like that. I heard it was very bad. I heard it was good if you're high or something like that or drunk. So take that for what it's worth. It might be one of those movies. Uh, I don't think it was worth a remake, but they did it. Did they do a Leprechaun remake? They might as well just go ahead and do everything. Do a Critters remake, do a Leprechaun, do a Tremors. Even though I think Tremors is still somewhat recent, right? They still make Tremors movies to this day. Uh, and that reports to the Vesper Bay locals. Hello? Does anybody need this report? The Vesper Bay locals? Where are you? Where are you guys? Oh, they're in this whole area. Oh, I see one. Exactly, it wasn't. I've seen it. I've seen it a bunch of times too, just because it was on. Just because it was on. It wasn't good. But everything is nostalgia these days, so anything old is probably gonna get remade. Uh, I want to see them do another Critters movie. I like the first two Critters. Even though after the first one they kind of threw the lore out the window, but where the hell am I? Oh, I'm far away. So we're just gonna be flying around, guys. Are we right outside a dungeon? That's not a good sign. I guess I don't mind though, right? Because we do need to get some combat in. And more than likely, guys, what we're gonna do is um, we're gonna try to get this done, and then I'm gonna take a little break to grab something to drink, maybe a light snack, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna try to be on as long as we can tonight. Try to be on for a while. I need to get a lot of this story done, and even though we've been playing in blocks, right, we've been pretty good getting like at least 3 hours in or so, 4 hours sometimes. It feels like we're not getting anywhere. Just because there's so much story, there's so much of it. This is also why we haven't been switching jobs over, which I was thinking about doing, because that would actually just take up more time, me switching to a tank and then having to level him up and get him on par with the class we are now. Our best bet is to stick as one class, get through the story, make it to the DLC, and then we can move on and like mess around with other classes. And okay, do I have gloves for me? It's only +1. Oh wait, Disciple of War. Are we a Disciple of War? No, we're a Disciple of Magic. What's wrong with me? Uh, so I guess all we could do is get this. You have Halatali. There also are, this is something you might want to keep in mind too, is that a lot of the dungeons, they don't just give you flat out. You have to do like a mission to unlock a lot of these side dungeons, right? So you can actually miss a lot of these party quests. That is something you definitely would probably want to Google if you're not going to go around doing every mission you see. Who's this? Oh, it's another player. They threw me off with the spark. I guess they were changing their job. Uh, we can do this. Oh, they're that healer class I talked about. They're just not showing their weapons, so they have like those little like tech on their back. Usually it's like in the form of like angel wings, but they're like all about that fashion. No, what motorcycle flew away? Okay, I forgot that was a thing. You can fly in this game, guys. You have to make it to some part of the story. Um, but that's something you want to Google. We'll probably end up coming back and like unlocking all these dungeons by ourselves. Um, but we can join it. As you can see, it's one of those things where like let's withdraw. Right, I can't queue it up with NPCs at all. Right, only like the main story like dungeons can you queue up with NPCs. So it might be an average. It might be a long wait time. I can see down here is already 7 minutes, which that's not really a good sign because usually that means it takes longer unless you get really lucky. But there's a Chocobo, guys, right? See, he went off to fight. I mean, they're gonna try to get me regardless, but he does walk over there and he does some damage. Believe me, you're gonna be praying for that extra anything he gives you guys, for real. And we are level 30, so we're gonna get Mono Ward. We can definitely use a good shield. I I am considering just trying to grab a drink right now, but I don't want to miss this queue timer, so we're not gonna do that. We're gonna try to like get this mission done basically, and then we'll do what we gotta do right for a break. I mean, we can definitely, in the meantime, mess around. I think they're standing there because they're waiting for the mission to pop themselves. Get them. Impact them. He's a good boy. You can't pet the Chocobo, unfortunately. That might be something you didn't want to consider letting you do down the line. No petting. Hmm. Let's check actually. Is there a pet emote? Okay, guys, I was wrong. I'm sorry, Square. I'm sorry, Square. So you can pet. Can I pet her? I can. Can pet her, guys. Can I pet the Tuco Tuco? I petted the hedgehog. I think they're just waiting for this mission to pop, right? That's why they're standing pretty still. I have a feeling that's what it is. Right, that is the sad part not, about not having a tank. I think tanks are the most highly sought after class in this game. There's a big shortage of tanks. From what I remember, there's a big shortage, mostly for endgame. Because you know how it is, guys, right? Once the group starts failing, they start finding people to blame, and of course, it never falls on the DPS. Never, ever, ever. It's always gonna fall on a tank or a healer. That's where the blame falls. So a lot of people don't tank for like pugs, right? That's some general shit though in games in general. In general, in MMOs, right? That's some general stuff that happens. Usually, tanks and healers are the scapegoats. I would have killed them if you just kept them, stuff like that. You know, although they're like alongside you, getting their head caved in. That's how it goes. I guess we're just gonna wait. This is the slow part. You know what we could do actually? Is we could do my Feisty Little Chocobo mission. Right. We are using up a lot of gold. But that's okay, we'll make it back. Or we might as well spend our time doing something productive. I don't like having this many missions open at once, though, I'll be honest with you guys. Okay, so we're pretty close to it. There's that red marker on the map I see, so should be okay. On the compass, rather, right? Same shit. See, I'm moving pretty fast too now that we have more of this story complete. I do think we have to go up that tree. Yeah. Zoom out a little. And out. So we come up here. Hmm. Actually. No, it's definitely up there. See these little arrows pointing up? Okay. Had to be sure though. Yeah, is that it? Okay. Okay. We did it. Easy. Oh crap. Well, on the bright side, we're queued up. Cool. So I do have to skip these scenes every time we come in, as long as we've seen it once. Well, looks like he's gonna go wall to wall. summon that one. I shouldn't have done it, but I'm trying to stay away from the healer. You can tell I'm not really doing that much damage at all. The this class is so slow. It hits hard. I think it hits harder like when you get like later on down the line, like when you turn into a real black mage. That's when you get like the really good stuff. You know. But for now, it does play a little slow. Should be able to get one more. This one you just want to nuke before all these little like you see those little sparks. They'll make it to the fire and then they'll do like whenever they reach there, you see that AOE that comes out. So you want to kind of just nuke him before it gets too late. But it seems like we'll be okay. I'm hoping it's going to be fine. Usually someone with like good AoE will like take care of the ads. Right, so like one guy focused the ads if it becomes a problem. Right now it's fine. Everything is cool, guys. And usually you want to pick like something with higher health just because it takes a little bit more time to cast all this stuff, as you can see. Right, like you see by the time I cast it, sometimes they're done. They're done living. Not much you can do about that. I guess just be thankful that the group is killing stuff quickly. I mean, I guess I could cast fire too, right? But it takes a little bit longer. See, it's almost not working a lot of the time. And the mana I spend is like so high. He said I really can't cast anything. I'm like mashing buttons here. There we go, finally got to move up. Finally got 2 moves out. Somebody died? Yeah, he must have died. That's probably why I had that extra chance to get some more damage in. More than likely. Let's eat an egg. Let's eat 2 eggs. So this is pretty straightforward. Um, Basically, you just want to fight from over here a lot of the time, because eventually he will, that ground that he's on, he will like do an AoE on the ground. You see that purple stuff? And then this you can just move out the way of. Usually you save your limit for the last boss, but no harm, no foul. Not bad. I'm just glad we're getting it done because we had to, right? So one thing to take note, guys, is that you can move at the very end of that cast. You can see, so uh, try to get in close, and then at the very last minute, you can slide. You see I'm like sliding when I cast these moves? Pretty straightforward. You don't have to fight everything in the dungeon a lot of the time, right? So don't worry about that too much. Just follow the tank, and you usually be okay. course, so now we're missing our limit break, so should be okay. The damage dealer, like my buddy here, he's doing a lot of damage. Doing it very quickly too. Okay. And of course, you know, seems like they're not gonna say it, but the tank is gone already. We'll give the only person left a rogue. There we go. You basically kill two birds with one stone, right? Because now we're here. Right, now we're right next to the problem for these broods is. Now we can give them the business. Did you hear that generic monster sound? That was funny. You see, Magic Couple did gain a level. I think I'm just gonna kill 3 of these guys. Come on. Come on. There we go. Then we could turn this in, right? And then once we turn this in, we'll go back to Vesper Bay. We'll finish that part up. We're doing like 3 missions at the same time, basically. We're getting a lot done. So now that your couple has a saddlebag, that's just like extra storage space, basically. Um, he also did gain a level, right? So you could do his companions, and you'll see he has skills. You see he's rank 1, right? So we have 1 point to spend. You don't have to, once you dedicate your point, you can respec somehow, but it's going to take a while, so you might want to know what you're going to do beforehand. Um, but you could do like if you wanted, and I don't recommend this, right? Like you could spend 1 point here and then go down here and spend some points here. I think you'll have just enough to max out 1 tree though. I could be wrong on that. We're just gonna go choke a regen. We'll do the healer thing. And now that he has that point spent there, you see we can make him go into the healer stance, right? If you have him in free stance though, he will like use his best judgment, so he'll like attack and then he'll eventually like heal you if you get your life low. Sometimes it's good just to have him in, as a healer. And we'll wrap up this mage mission and then I'll probably grab something to drink. And then, yeah, try to continue on as best we can. Okay. And I will admit, guys, that we still, like I said earlier, we got to get a lot done story-wise, all right? So I'm gonna do my very best to document everything, but there might come a time where I'm just gonna have to play the game, right? If it comes down to it, I can just basically, I think I mentioned this yesterday, just like stream it and have like all my stuff off because you know I'm not sure how much I can sit here and talk, and my voice is already getting like pretty hoarse, right? But I'll do my best to at least make sure it's on stream to be watched, or on demand or whatever you want to call it. Uh, that's very local. So we have one over here. Okay. And it looks like they're all on the outside areas, right? So let's just check over here real quick. Nope. Let's check down here. I feel like we checked over here before though. Right, these are all missions that I can come back and do later that I'm missing something for. That's why they're all redded out. When they're redded out, you're basically missing something. Usually they will tell you what you're missing. Usually. I mean, if you're playing on PC, you might as well just use that PC to look stuff up, right? They're pretty good at not spoiling things for you, usually, depending on where you look. Missing something. Wonder if it's up here. No, definitely not. What about in here? Found you. All right. We do need to get these out the way since they're on a hunting log, so. Okay. No, I don't need them anymore. I don't know if this is actually a mission or not. Let's check. No. Oh, wait, it is part of the mission. Okay. Mormos. Missionary. All right. All right. These things are hostile, so you gotta be careful. I do believe this whole area is just poisonous. What is the thaumaturge's greatest strength? So we gotta do this, right? Just what we gotta do. Let's do it. Oh no, golf girlfriend. Oh no, she's hot. Oh my god, I want her to serve me pancakes. I can get over those hands. I'll be okay. Are you scared of it? See, this is the kind of fight that you need to be in. A nice, slow fight where you don't have to move. That's when you show like your real power here. You're like a turret, but you're stationary turret, right? You're not a drone. I guess you're just gonna focus on me. Okay, I'm okay with this. I'm sure you guys have noticed like every so often I will get a mechanic going off. Basically, I get a free thunder sometimes. And what it does is when I cast it, it does the whole damage, right? And then it instantly casts it as well. So it's pretty good. Do our best to help out the group here. Very slow, methodical fight. But pretty easy, right? Pretty fun. Okay, cool. He's dying, guys. Okay. Let's do this the quick way, right? Actually, let's save some gold. There we go. And then so we'll turn this mission in, guys. Right? We'll see what we got for it, and then we'll take a little bit of a break for a little while, maybe 10, 15 minutes, right? And I come back. We'll keep going as much as we can, and if it comes down to it, I'll just like stream whenever I can. Right? Like even if like the mic muted, the camera off, all that bullshit. Right? Because we gotta catch up pretty bad, right? So you won't miss any of the story. We're gonna go as long as we can tonight. It is a Friday. I mean, it's technically Saturday right now over here at least, right? We're a few minutes into Saturday. So we have all night. I very much like to get the Black Mage, but I think that is a level 50 quest. So it's gonna be a while. Now we got Mana Word, which is basically Mana Shield. So now we have a shield. I think I want to change his like face paint to like the claw marks. And there we go. We have our stuff. We're gonna grab the Velveteen. We're gonna grab the chest piece, guys. Whatever it's called. We did it. Mana Ward. So there you go. Let's see what happens here. This one time at level 30. No, that's an achievement. Okay. So now we have Mana Ward. I do think it's somewhere on our. Yeah, I see it. There goes a shield, guys. It would be nice if we saw a little bubble over us, but no. No bubble. Maybe when they hit us, we'll see the bubble. That is quite a long cooldown on this damn thing. Increase a barrier that nullifies damage totaling up to 30% of your mana. Well, it's a pretty good bubble, I guess. In the long run, though, unless you're like getting really, really hammered hard, because that shield is gonna pop like that, I believe. Right? So you might as well pop it when you're very near death and you're almost sure you can win. Right? It doesn't cost any mana. All it has is a cooldown. Every 2 minutes. Right? Every 2 minutes you can cast it. So, like kind of a Hail Mary move, right? Maybe you need to pop it in and pop like your potion. That'll be a good combination. Um, that's all we got so far. We still have sleep, we have lucid dreaming, we have swift cast, which I have to actually cast more often because swift cast lets you cast a move immediately, right? So maybe when we're like, um, maybe when I'm doing like transpose, right? I could get a quick thunder route and go to my ice move and then get back into my fire moves. That might be a good idea. Oh, we can go black mage, guys. Guys, we could go black mage. So it is level 30. I thought it was level 50. I guess I was dumb. Big dumb dumb again. Okay, guess what? Guess what, guys? We're gonna do it. Oh man, we're gonna be a black mage. Yes, finally. It only took us like what, about a week, right? So we had to find somebody. That's all we're doing. I never did this mission before. Never, ever, ever. Okay, that's cool. So level 30 for the base jobs are what you can expect to advance your class, right? So, wow, that's raining. Just make sure we're going the right way. Oh, this is gonna be cool. Let's also put on our gear, right? We got a bunch of stuff here. Not looking too shabby, actually. Let's take a look at our character. The thing I don't like the most is when you get pieces of mismatched gear and the color is off, right? Not looking too shabby though. We're still dirty, disgusting lava fell, but we're gonna make the most of it. And guess what the mission's called? Taking the Black. Game of Thrones reference, right? I'm pretty sure. I do believe that is a term that they use in the books. Remember when the show was good too? Remember when the Game of Thrones show was good? That was a fun time until it wasn't. Then it just became unfortunate. Oh, what have we here? Oh crap. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Automotive. So, hop on those, hop on those, this. Right, so someone should come over to just tell me now, right? So now we can see what he can do. That's pretty close. You can see it definitely helps, right? It wasn't. He has to get some more levels too, but it's better than not having a healer beside you. All right. It's me. I did it. It gives me the gem. So um, that's probably the thing that makes me the black mage. Um, once you get to, I guess, 30, right? We go with that. Once you get to 30, um, and you get your like main job, right? Because these jobs evolve into the next job, right? So at Thaumaturge Return into a black mage, they'll give you a crystal, and the crystal is what makes you like the black mage. Uh, and it's all the same thing, right? You're just going to be changing your job over. I guess it's just more story, right? And most of the time, the crystals will just have like the spirits of like people who were black mages or like other jobs in the past, and it's kind of like you're drawing upon the experience, right? Arm is killing me. Uh, so now we broke off into the black mage storyline. That does indeed look like one of the crystals that we need to become that job. And then they'll tell you once you have it, right? Go back to the guild, right? And I'm sure once you turn it in, it's gonna, he'll put his hand up, and then it'll tell you all about the crystals and the soul stones, whatever you want to call these things. All interchangeable terms here. Wow, this was quicker than I thought. I really thought it was gonna be level 50. Okay. So I guess we'll show her the crystal, or him. Hard to see from over here. So, main character powers, Warrior of Light. Stuff is going on right now. I guess it makes sense that we did get this quest because it seemed like that whole little thaumaturge thing, right? Their story was done. Right? We freed him. We killed Mormo. There's the Black Mage. Oh, he looks cool. Very old school Final Fantasy, right? The all shadowed out face and the glowing eye. I like that look right there. I do like the color too, red. Ah, it doesn't look as cool anymore. Um, they had a very specific name for him, right? The most popular one. I know who you're talking about, though. I know who you're talking about. Um, maybe we'll end up looking like that, right? Because we did have that in the when you pick the gear and you pick the class, there was like a tier three, whatever you want to call it, costume on, and it did look similar to this. I prefer the face to be blanked out, like, or cast in shadow. I wonder if that's a thing. So here's the actual other thing is that fashion is a big thing in this game, and they sell a lot of fashion. Maybe we can I'll have to see what you guys can see if I screen share, right? And we could take a look at the shop. We're not gonna buy anything, mind you guys, right? But there is a lot of costume pieces. Yeah, I can't remember the name of him either at all, but I think we both know what we're talking about. It was like the popular guy. Um, okay, so we're fulfilling some prophecy here, right? We need to close the Void Sand Gate. Uh, Basically, the gate is for like a realm of demons, right? And they're coming out into the world. That's what Void Sent are for, like all intents and purposes. That's it, right? It's a demon. demon world or hell or whatever you want to call it, right? Like some kind of equivalent. She speaks of me, Frank Gallows, or he, right? I think that's a dude under there. The gem you hold is the mark of a black of the black. Is the mark of a mage of the black. I'm sorry, guys. I'm losing energy here. With it in hand, you must now set forth to gather keys needed to seal the void gate. So this is our new like job story mission, where we're gonna be walking around sealing up portals. This is a cool story. Yeah, so eventually the plane meld will take place, right? Yeah, yeah. I definitely prefer this right here. Right, this is cool. But fashion is a thing, and they do sell a lot of costumes. So I wouldn't be surprised if they sold something similar. Uh, they do acquiesce to a lot of like female fashion. I'm sure you guys could freaking tell, right? A lot of female clothing, bikinis and stuff like that. That is one of the major problems I have with games like this is that a lot of the time it becomes like waifu dress up, and I mean I get it, I fucking get it, but for people who don't use waifus and we're not into that, we are in the minority, fellas, right? We are in the minority, and I can appreciate a good-looking female character, but that's just not me, right? So it leaves me with little costumes, right? Because they don't, in my opinion, they don't have like as high a fashion for males as they do for females in these kind of games, right? They're not making that much money off of it, and I get it. It still sucks though. It still sucks. But maybe there's something similar where we can just throw on a black mage costume. And that'll hold me over. But I want the shadow. I don't want this here. I want the shadow over my face. You've taken the black, but time is needed before the black takes you, before it permeates mind and body. That, let's repeat that. You have taken the black, but time is needed before the black takes you, before it permeates mind and body, and colors every fiber of your being dark as pitch. That's a pretty cool quote. That's a pretty good quote. And then they want me to visit somewhere. Black Mage is the edgelord of the Year One story. It's hard to take them seriously when they're walking around like that, though, in the cutscenes. Do not fear the power to destroy, master it, and if it destroy that which would destroy you. All right, right on. Right on. Power. Okay, so we're done here. Now we have to report. Where the next two? Onyx Lane. So from now on, our missions aren't going to be at this guild, right? Because this is like for the old. Uh, this is for Thaumaturge, right? This is for Thaumaturge, and now the missions will be over by Black Mage dude. So we're going to collect them elsewhere. So we're actually done with the Thaumaturge thing. Luckily enough, I do believe that you still, because since this is like, this is what becomes Black Mage right down the line, that even me being a Black Mage will still get Fire 3, will get Ethereal Manipulation. And it'll count for this class as well, because they're like one and the same, basically, right? So nothing to worry about, guys. You can switch over. You'll be okay. I'm in the wrong area. I wanted to go to Miners Guild. There we go. And I'm pretty sure we'll get like a default costume. Or like a default armor set, right? We have to. Here we are. So his name is Lalai. No, no, Meda. Master's. Oh, that's the mage. I mean, that's the apprentice there. Master's meditating in his chambers. Blah blah blah. Once we reach level 35, we'll get the next quest. So now we actually have Soul of the Black Mage and mana funds. Oh, restores 30% of your maximum magic. Okay. Yes, we did it, guys. We did it. Black Mage unlocked. Now there's no more reason to be the class we are. We can upgrade. Do the thing. Come on, give us the cutscene. There we go. Cool. Jobs, right? Now we have our actual job. You have obtained the Soul Crystal. Soul Crystals are required to change from your current class to a more specialized job. So there you go. It's specialized. Each job has its own crystal, which can be equipped via the armory chest. While using a job, you will have limited access to actions from other classes. You will, however, have access to new job-specific actions. Job level and attribute bonuses coincide with those of the base class. So what I was saying, right, like I can be a black mage and still get the skills that I need from the other one, right? When a job level rises, so too does the level of the base class and vice versa, right? So if I wanted to, I could stay a thaumaturge. There's no damn reason to anymore at all. Right, so it's time to upgrade. It's time to graduate. It's time to put on that soul crystal, guys. There we go. We're a black mage. I guess we didn't get any costume, but that's fine. Right now we're a black mage. The thing is, what do we have as this? You see, now we have our job right here, right? Our job. So we get mana fund at 30, right? 35, we'll still get Blizzard 3, and we'll also get Fire 3. We'll get Freeze. Thunder 3, Flare. Well, we get Flare, wow. Ley Lines, let's see what we get here. Sharp Cast, Blizzard 4. Fire 4, Thunder 4. Triple Cast. The next 3 spells will require no cast time. Okay. See, this is like, now we're getting the good shit. Right now we're getting all the good shit right now. Foul, Despair. Do we get Meteor? Do we get Meteor? Let's find out. I don't see it here. Okay. It could be our limit break, right? It could be something like that. We get Blizzard, we get Thunder, we get Despair. Xenoglossy, Umbral, so we get a lot of good stuff. Mana font would be very valuable. Right. I need easy access to it though. So let's take a moment and check what moves we have here. So here's the thing. I don't know if we should be casting Fire 2s and stuff like that. I might need to look at a little bit of a guide and see, like, should I still be using like fire, like regular fires and blizzards? You know, if I'm wasting my time hitting with like really weak spells, right? Should we be just using the big stuff? The problem with that is when we go to old dungeons, you won't have access to your big moves, right? So I would have to change my loadout constantly. So I guess we'll find out down the line. Right, because why cast a fire 2 or 3 when you could cast a fire 4? Right, when you could just straight nuke. 250, and it's the same cast time. That's something we'll learn in time, though. Okay. Now we're getting some good stuff. I still like we should put on. We have Mono Word, don't we? No, we don't. We don't because we're technically a black mage now. So we're missing the move. So what we're gonna do is what we're gonna do. Accident traits? No. Character first. So we do have Thaumaturge, right? We could overwrite it and just have Black Mage there, which I think that's what we're gonna do. Right? Because there's no reason to have the old class on anymore. Honestly, it'll be a waste of space. It really will be. So now we're Black Mage, right? Now we need to adjust some of these moves though. So we have our basic stuff here. I'm happy with the way this is set up. right? Fire and ice, and then you see now the moves are messed up again here. And I think we can put. I want to keep it pretty blanket, right? So fire 2 and ice 2 can be here, and thunder 2 can be here. And this could be scave, right? No, we're definitely messing up. Let's take these off. This is the nice part about keyboard and mouse, right? So I want fire to be here, and I want blizzard to be here. Right now, I want scave to be here, and thunder can be. Right, so thunder 2. Don't judge me, guys. No judgment. Judgment free zone. Right, and Blizzard 2 here, just for the sake of it. Take this off. And then we have Monofont here, which will be good, but I want transpose here for sure. This addle. Sleep is almost, you really don't need it a lot of the time, right? So what I think we'll do is we'll put mono word there. And we have Monofont here, right? I think this would be good. Here. And we could take these off because it's just gonna make me confused. Okay. And we'll save this for some like instant cast kind of move, which I'm sure we'll get later on. Oh, flare. We'll find out use for it, right? And let's very quickly, I just want to hit somebody with something. Right, I just want to hit an enemy with a spell. And then we'll take a little break, guys. We'll take a little break and then I'll try to get some more time in. It almost is pointless to come out here because every enemy is going to be like level 1, you know, but I still want to hit him with the move. Yeah, Black Mage spell. Put the shield up. Let's see how much punishment we could take. Okay, so the shield is actually working. The shield is gone now. Okay. It's almost pointless to fight these guys because they're so low level, so I think we're good here, guys. Also, something to keep in mind, guys, if you have your Chocobo summoned, right, if you mount them, it will pause that timer. So you can save on your Gushall greens if needed. They're easy to get, but you know, sometimes you're low on cash and you don't want to keep buying them over. And I do think we're going to take a bit of a break, guys. What I think is we will end the stream for now, right, and I can upload this video. And I will be back. Let's see. Let's take a little bit of a longer break. If you guys are a sleeper, I will totally understand if you're doing whatever. But I need something to drink and eat. So I'll be back in about 20-30 minutes, guys. Let's end the stream here. If you're watching on YouTube, I do want to say thank you, guys. I will return, I promise. Just give me a little while. My name is Frank Gallows, guys. I stream every day, or as often as possible. If you're watching on YouTube, link to my channel in the description of the video. We're going to continue on with this playthrough tonight, guys, in just a little bit. But for now, thank you for stopping by. I'll be back. Guys, take it easy for a little bit. See you later.